Hi guys, today I think I'm gonna do my most unpopular review. Not most unwatched review, but most hated review. It's from the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 about 3-inch cutting length, 3.5-inch blade, 4.5 inch handle. This is from my head. It's if you really want to see the stats go on uh, any forum or even on the Spyderco site, they're really good. It's not a FT knife, um, stainless pocket clip. I would wanted it black. It's a bit too flashy for a tactical blade, but yeah. So I'll talk to you about this knife, S30V blade steel, as you see there. Oh yeah, the focus there. CPM S30V from Spyderco. Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. You see that Eric Glesser and Sal Glesser worked on this knife. Really, really great design. Um, so starts from a thick stock and tapers down to a really, really fine point. Um, I like this design for fighting. I like this design for utility, but for art use, maybe not the best. I saw several paramilitary with chipped uh, chipped blade and broken blade. But if you take this in account and you don't over art use it, it's okay for this. Really great jimping there on the finger troll too. Um, the G10 is really, really, really beautiful. I think it's just peel plied uh, this pattern over only like natural G10, natural color G10. But yeah, the screws are great. The fit and finish is great on this knife. Um, Other than this, I just find something really cool about this knife is that the liners aren't like stacked. So this is a scale, really, and you see the liner. This is really easy to do. You take a flat piece of G10 and you just machine it like this and round the edge off, and you've got a slab. This is really harder to do, a flat space there and everything. It's because G10 can't be molded. It really need to be machined. So that's really great. Also, that this is made from S30V, great quality and made in Colorado. This is a great value at around in Canadian box, around 140 bucks. You can have it easily in Canada, with shipping included. So compression lock. This is really a fun lock to use. It reminds me of the Axis lock because there's no need to play in front of the blade when it closes. There's a lot of videos on the function of this lock. I personally have an issue with this lock. Just finished all the features. Uh, Four corners carried, um, super big lanyard hole. I really dig this lanyard hole. It also gives structural rigidity to the knife. I really like it. So with this lock, I have a bit of an issue because when it's closed, sometimes it has problem to close because I, I don't know if you see it there. The finger choil of the blade really just hits your finger there. So sometimes it just comes and it bounces off from your finger because it doesn't pass the detents. So if I do it too hard like this, it doesn't pass the detent because of my finger. The fat of your finger can just go in there easily. So a bit of a problem, but really it's just something small. Other than this, why I said that this might not be appreciated a lot by folks. is because this is regarded as one of the best knife on the market. It's classic. Every collector has it and everything. It's really hard to get. It's well priced and everything. But there's really one thing beside the two tiny tip for me. Um, it's the lock. The lock is really great, but I'm a merchandiser in life. So I wine merchandiser. So I cut boxes every day a lot, and it really kills my hand if the knife isn't great. So the problem with this knife is that this lock here, there's two way to grip it. There's like this, but everyone knows that with Spyderco jimping, that's really great in combat and everything. If you work with it too much, you're just gonna destroy your thumb. So that's not an option for you. So the other option is to hammer grip it and try to slice through the boxes like this. Great, but then the jimping just destroy the portion here of your hand. So not a great option. And if you're like this, like most of the knife are good like this. If I take my 0562, go check the review. It's smooth there. So when I grip it in a hammer grip, it's my hand will play like this. And it's okay because it's smooth. Even with slight jumping, it could be okay, like on the 0630. This is slight jumping. It's not gonna kill my hand if I work too much with it. But there's really a problem with this lock. It's because your fat, the fat of your hand will go there and will go there. So this is a major hotspot. You know, sometimes you have hotspot there in your hand, hotspot there, where you can just unflinch your pinky or things like this, and even in your hand. You see the difference in my hand? This is all fat and muscle. So it's hard, it's sturdy and everything. But this is little skin that hangs off. So when it's there and it gets pinched and everything, it really annoys me and I it really once I cut myself with it. So just by the pressure of it. So yeah, it's really a great knife, but if you're really gonna hard use it, not, oh, I hard use my knife in my garden by cutting two, three cardboard box, that's not hard use. We're talking about hard use when once I delivered around, normally my delivery is around like per um, per store is around 40 to 100 bucks. So cases of wine. So imagine if you have to cut down 100 bucks, even if it's only the top or anything. But normally we have to cut all around the box and let the bottom of the box there. So imagine if you have all those box to cut and you're like this, and this is a pain in the ass, and you have like 5 or 6 or 7 store like this to do. This is like the worst nightmare. I did this like 2 or 3 days in a row, and my hand was just killing me. I took 1 week with another knife, and then I came back to it, and this knife is just an destroyer. For all you tactical dudes that really just use your knife like once or twice a day, this knife is one of the greatest knife ever. The fit and finish, the centering is okay. I on mine it's perfect, but I've seen issues that could be fixed. There's some recipes on internet how to fix it, but it's really an amazing knife. I think it's gorgeous. Um, it's really a great blade. SWV from Spyderco is works really great. It's a great slicer, takes a keen edge and everything. It's big thumb hole. If even if you're wearing gloves, a great knife. But if you're really gonna argue, I know that most of you knife collectors don't argue your knife, but if you're really gonna argue it, that's I mean, for a bit less, you can have Cold Steel Recon One in CTX XHP. That's a Argues knife. Not that the lock would fail more than this. Yeah, this lock is stronger than this. But man, if you do spine watt tests on your knife, don't put more pressure than about 30 pounds. There, even if you stab something, there won't be like 200 pounds on your knife of negative pressure. But you don't need to hang like 300 pounds like on a Recon One. But if you if you use this knife, it won't fail on you. The only possible fail that you have is your fucking hand that just blows away after like 1 hour of use. So yeah, this knife is comfort in hand. It's really embraces your hand and everything. This is great. All the contours are great. It's a bit boxy knife. The rounding aren't great, but yeah, it's a small knife, so it doesn't really matter. But man, this is killing me. So this is why if you like a knife to fondle, this is one of my most fondle knife. It's really fun to do. Excuse me with the with the trapeze. So the camera stands is a bit on my way, but you can just really fondle it like this, and it's really fun. It's like an axis lock, but if you really want an like something that acts as a fixed blade, acts as a blade that you will use several hours a day, this isn't the knife at all. But I mean, it's light, it's cheap, and it's it's really a great knife, just not Argue's knife. So this is the problem that I have with this knife. It's the label. It's labeled as a Argue's knife, and it isn't at all. Also with this tip. So yeah. So let me think. Let me know what you think of this review. I think that maybe some of you won't like it, but I mean, I'm one of those guys that really use my knife, so I give you my honest thoughts on it. So have a great day, folks. Bye bye.